Y'all, I simply don't grasp the fact that there are so many controversies that went down on Halloween this year. Because why are Billie Eilish and her boyfriend dressing up as a baby and an old man? It's getting hella weird now. Aside from Billie and her boyfriend getting criticized over their Halloween costumes, Kim Kardashian's daughter North West also got dragged for wearing Michael Jackson's original hat for Halloween, and y'all, even Bryce Hall got called out for dressing up as Andrew Tate as well. There's a lot to uncover in today's video, so without further ado, let's just jump right in. If you guys have seen my recent videos on Billie Eilish, then you probably know the latest news about her love interests and how she recently got dragged on the internet over her new relationship with a popular artist. Yeah, guys, in case you didn't know, Billie recently was caught hanging out with Jesse Rutherford from the Neighborhood band in public. And, well, despite them hanging out in general, it made millions of people uncomfortable. Some people even started analyzing their situation and figured that Billie and Jesse were secretly dating after they were caught multiple times hanging out together and holding hands. Yeah, that couldn't get past the fans.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
This situation, you guys, made tons of people freak out on social media for multiple reasons. Mainly because of the major age gap between Billie and Jesse. And keep in mind, Billie has a history of dating men who are 10 times older than her since she was young. But it gets more bizarre. People even considered warning Billie's parents about the situation and tried making Billie trend on social media so she could get out of her creepy relationship with Jesse. But most recently, you guys, Billie and Jesse were spotted kissing yet again in public, which made thousands of news outlets announce that they're in an official relationship. Now, here comes the disturbing part about this relationship, because as soon as Billie and Jesse started receiving tons of hate on social media over their relationship, a lot of people started wondering whether Billie and Jesse were aware of the backlash they'd been receiving from their own fans. That was until the couple decided to respond to the hate by mocking people's comments after Billie went and dressed up as a baby for Halloween while Jesse dressed up as an old man. This situation, you guys, resulted in millions of people bullying and criticizing Billie and Jesse for being aware of the age gap between them and yet not caring or even listening to anyone. But what pissed people off mostly was when Billie decided to post a picture of her and Jesse for the first time on her Instagram. And y'all, that's when the hate towards the couple began spreading like fire. At least they're aware of the age gap. Oof. This just keeps getting weirder and weirder. They really saw the tweets and thought, this is a good idea. Billie Eilish dating a man 6 years older than her brother is gross in itself, but the fact that they dressed up as a baby and an old man last night is just the icing on the cake for real. Anyways, loves, let's move on now to Kim Kardashian's daughter, North West, who also got dragged on the internet this week after she wore Michael Jackson's original hat for Halloween. I can't believe some of y'all are actually bullying a child for wearing a hat that belonged to Michael Jackson when you should be bullying Kim Kardashian for being privileged enough to own them in the first place. Let's talk about it, because I don't understand how we as a humanity are allowing these kinds of people, aka the Kardashians, to own valuable stuff and take legendary pieces of history. I mean, have y'all forgotten about the time when Kim Kardashian destroyed Marilyn Monroe's iconic dress after she wore it to the Met Gala? Or when she literally got gifted a piece of Marilyn Monroe's hair? Like, I genuinely don't understand how these celebs have the privilege to get a hold of dead people's belongings. But unfortunately, this wasn't the only controversy that made Kim Kardashian receive tons of hate for it, since her daughter North West recently went as Michael Jackson for Halloween. And y'all, she decided to wear Michael Jackson's original hat. Yeah, guys, it all started a couple of years ago when Kim Kardashian posted Instagram stories telling her fans how her daughter North got gifted with Michael Jackson's original jacket and hat that he wore for his Smooth Criminal music video. Of course, Kim got dragged immediately on social media over this situation after tons of people found it very disrespectful how Kim owned a music history item that people would like to see in a museum. But even after the backlash, everything went back to being completely normal. That was until this year when North West decided to literally go as Michael Jackson for Halloween. And guess what, y'all? She even wore Michael Jackson's original hat and jacket. Check this out. After this video went viral, you guys, tons of people started throwing hate at both North and Kim for owning a legendary piece of Michael Jackson when his kids have been begging for years to get his stuff back. And y'all, this resulted in people threatening North West on social media, while others blamed it on Kim for letting her daughter own Michael's hat. Here's what people had to say. What makes this sad is that Michael Jackson's kids were begging for years to get this hat and North West wears it to a Halloween party. I understand it's disrespectful, but what's y'all's obsession with blaming a 9-year-old for a grown woman's actions? Blame Kim, not them. She's the one who took the hat. The fact that Michael's kids couldn't get this stuff and now have to watch the Kardashians treat their deceased father's historical clothing as a party costume. Anyways, y'all, let's just end today's video with Bryce Hall receiving hate for going as Andrew Tate for Halloween. Damn. Not even TikTokers can catch a break with all the insensitive decisions they've been making for their Halloween costumes. In my recent video on these TikTokers, we addressed how Jack Wright received tons of backlash after he cosplayed as Jeffrey Dahmer in his TikTok video. And well, despite Jack going completely silent about the situation, he still got attacked again this week after his friend Morgan went on to defend Jack again about him cosplaying Jeffrey Dahmer. And y'all, just take a look at her response. Glad he didn't go with the Dahmer costume. Go bother some random person with absolutely no following if you are that offended by the costume. It's truly insane. It's a popular costume. Relax. What a weirdo. Oh my god. Unfortunately, Jack wasn't the only one who cosplayed as Jeffrey Dahmer this year, since the influencer that goes by Baby J also thought it was funny enough to dress up as Jeffrey Dahmer for Halloween. And thankfully, he got called out because of it. Now let's address the Bryce Hall situation, because I want to know who the hell told him that it was a good idea to go as Andrew Tate for YouTube video. I mean, just imagine how disturbing it is to go as Andrew Tate for laughs and jokes, knowing for a fact that he's a terrible human being. But I guess this is nothing compared to the influencers who went as serial killers this Halloween. Yikes. Anyways, earlier this week, Bryce Hall received tons of backlash in the TikTok community after he posted a YouTube video titled, "I became Andrew Tate for a day." And well, in this video, Bryce decided to go completely as Andrew Tate after he got a bald cap and dressed exactly like him to go prank people in public.
So I don't really let women win anything.
Sorry.
Yep.
Set, go.
Even though the intention of this video was for fun and entertainment, a lot of people found it very insensitive and offensive how Bryce cosplayed Andrew Tate in his video just to make fun of the allegations towards him being misogynistic and homophobic. Here's what people had to say. White male TikTokers, stop being creeps, challenge. Impossible. I hate him with everything in me. Imagine dressing up as a literal trafficker and women beater. Embarrassing. Anyways, loves, if you need more juicy videos on these influencers, then don't forget to click on the tab right above.